This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. After our Christmas break, we have 18 races to bring you up first. Going to go down to Tampa Bay Downs, the 32nd running of the Minaret Stakes. Nakano, 8-5.
And they're off. Away and running in perfect order. From between horses, Because I'm Worth It is away sharply and going right to the early lead. Appealing Stella comes away second. Taylor's Irish, last year's Manatee winner, advancing toward the rail to challenge, and the last horse away comes Sunday. Up the backstretch, Because I'm Worth It has flown, cleared out a lead by about 6. Taylor's Irish is second. That's Redbud Road. Between horses third, Appealing Stella in a perfect spot. On the outside fourth, 2.5 lengths farther back. Nakano is now being asked to pick it up fifth. 2 lengths farther back comes Sunday as sixth. Midway in the turn, Because I'm Worth It is still well clear by about 6. Appealing Stella is racing second. Nakano on the outside is set down for the drive third as they turn for home. It's Because I'm Worth It, trying to take him start to finish. Appealing Stella is now set down for the drive and going after the leader. Nakano on the outside, inside the final furlong. Here comes Appealing Stella on the outside. Because I'm Worth It is finding more. Appealing Stella runs her down in the shut of the wire to take the Minaret Stakes. Running time on the board, 1:12-2. Because I'm Worth It is a game second, and Nakano is up for third.
Appealing Stella under Angel Serpa, though, third choice in the wagering return, $7.40 in the first stakes race appearance. They get a victory in the Minaret Stakes. Because I'm Worth It finishes second, and the 8-5 favorite, Nakano, finishes third in the Minaret. And on Saturday the 22nd down at Gulfstream Park, 13-horse field in the El Prado Stakes, Salto, the 2-1 favorite.
They're all in line. They're racing in the El Prado, and it's a perfect start. It's going to be Shinshu Lin to go out to the lead. Salto is right up and on the pace, and Tune Me In is in between those two as they charge for the first turn. Then it's Carafa to the inside, Empire Builder and Hobbs on the far outside. Get Serious and Teeks North are next, and then Bad Debt along the rail. Hoofit is after that. Nicky Sandcastle is third last early, ahead of Zimmer and Beauchois as they move on to the back stretch. And the leader is Shinshu Lin. On top 3/4 of a length through a quarter in a snappy 22 and 4/5 seconds. Tune Me In is second to the inside. Hobbs follows in third. Salto is fourth, guided outside of Hobbs and 2.5 lengths off the lead. Empire Builder is after that. Then it's Carafa down toward the inside, 3 lengths off the lead. Get Serious has 5.5 lengths to make up. Then Teeks North and Bad Debt hoof it right behind them. Nicky Sandcastle, Zimmer and Beauchois. 46 and 1 for the half mile. And Tune Me In is drawn even with Shinshu Lin. These two noses apart, Salto moving quickly on the far outside. In behind the leaders comes Hobbs in fourth. Down toward the inside, Carafa trying to find some running room. Empire Builder is next. Nicky Sandcastle sweeps up on the outside, and they're into the stretch. And now it is Salto. Nicky Sandcastle to the outside. Carafa finds running room along the rail. Empire Builder's running a big one, but it's Nicky Sandcastle. And Carafa, it's down to these two. Nicky Sandcastle will score the El Prado. Carafa was second. Salto was third, and then Empire Builder.
And Nicky Sandcastle, ladies and gentlemen, from the 13th post position with a short run into the turn, scores the $12 victory under Corey Lannery for David Casson. Kafara finishes second at 17-1, and Javier Castellano guides the favorite, the 2-1 Salto, to a third-place finish in the El Prado. On Saturday the 29th at Gulfstream Park, they had the Mr. Prospector Stakes, the 7-5 favorite, Action Andy.
Goes in. They're all in line. They're racing in the Mr. Prospector, and Action Andy broke very alertly. Action Andy right to the front, Dreaming of Nino sent along from the inside, and right between those two, it's Off the Jack. And Indiano is running in fourth position early, just outside the leaders, a length and a half behind. The trailer is Bulldozer, and he's got 5 lengths to make up at the half-mile pole. Dreaming of Nino in front from Off the Jack, and Action Andy is just to the outside of them. They ran the first quarter in 22 seconds flat. Indiano is in fourth right now. He's 2.5 lengths off the lead, and Bulldozer continues to trail around the far turn. And now Off the Jack pokes ahead in front. Action Andy comes right after him. Dreaming of Nino is dropped back to third. Indiano's coming 4 wide, and then it's Bulldozer, a 45 flat half mile, and they're into the stretch, and it's Off the Jack cutting the corner. Action Andy, Indiano to the outside, Bulldozer fourth trying to close in, less than a furlong to run. Indiano's taking the lead on the outside, and then it's Off the Jack and Action Andy. It's Indiano in the Mr. Prospector. Off the Jack second, Action Andy third, and Bulldozer was fourth.
And Indiano, second choice in the wagering, third last year as the 5-2 favorite, scores the $5.40 victory as the second choice in the wagering for Marty Wolfson. Off the Jack, by far the longest price in the board at 17-1, finishes second, and the 7-5 favorite, Action Andy, finishes third. Indiano now 5 for 7. Luis Saez in the saddle, all 5 stakes victory. Up next on Sunday afternoon, the Cala Stakes, odds on at 4-5, Golden Mystery.
They're all in line. They're racing in the Ocala. Golden Mystery from the far outside with a good beginning, and Golden Mystery right out to take the lead with Successful Song clearly in second as they come into order here early on. My Pal Chrissy will be third, and Call Me the Squeeze will be fourth as the field races out of the chute. Golden Mystery and Luis Saez quick out of the gate, and they're on top by almost 2 lengths over Successful Song as My Pal Chrissy sits in third position early by the opening quarter mile in 23 2/5 seconds. Call Me the Squeeze is last of the 4 and races 6.5 lengths off the lead as Golden Mystery is 3 in front with 4.5 furlongs to go. It is Golden Mystery on top, heading past the half-mile pole up to a 5-length lead now. Running a half mile as they go into the far turn in 46 3/5 seconds. Successful Song still second. My Pal Chrissy and Call Me the Squeeze, these 3 closer now as they round the far turn. Golden Mystery now by 3 lengths once again. Successful Song a bit closer in second. Then it's My Pal Chrissy and Call Me the Squeeze. They haven't changed much order so far. They're coming to the top of the stretch. And it's Golden Mystery under a hand ride. 3/4, 1:11 4. They're into the stretch. Golden Mystery now set down with a furlong to run. Successful Song is 2 lengths behind her, but she's closing in. And then comes My Pal Chrissy in third. Golden Mystery. Here comes Successful Song right up alongside of her. Golden Mystery, Successful Song's got her. Successful Song in the Ocala over Golden Mystery, My Pal Chrissy, and Call Me the Squeeze.
But it is Successful Song under Joel Rosario scoring the victory for Eddie Placer Jr. as the second choice in the field of 4, returning $7.20. And the early leader and favorite Golden Mystery finishes second with My Pal Chrissy third in the Ocala. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, a big Saturday afternoon at the fairgrounds.
Hey, race fans, head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, an amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Merrill with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTB.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTB.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTB.com. Check it out now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Going to turn our attention down to New Orleans Way, the fairgrounds on December 22nd. A big day of racing. Up first, the Blushing KD on the turf. Daisy Divine, 1-5.
And the gate. They're off in the Blushing KD Handicap. So Daisy Divine, Necessary Luxury, Aquapazza, Forest Uproar, Francisca. That's the quintet as they come past the stands for the first time. Daisy Divine, challenged early by Necessary Luxury, and these two have made an early 5 to 6 length break from Francisca. Forest Uproar, Red Cap Gold Sleeves, and with the rail, Aquapazza last as they turn. In front, Daisy Divine. Daisy Divine leads Necessary Luxury as they go to the back of the course. They're a length apart. Francisca now is edged into third. Clearly third, Francisca from Forest Uproar, settled with the rail, and 3 more to Aquapazza running in fifth. The first quarter for Daisy Divine, 24 seconds flat. Racing up the backstretch, all in pursuit of the Grade 1 winner, Daisy Divine, who's at the head of affairs for Brian Hernandez Jr. Daisy Divine, still tracked there by Necessary Luxury, second by 4. Forest Uproar now third from Francisca, and Aquapazza fifth. Half mile for Daisy Divine. 49 2/5 seconds as they go to the far side of the course. Daisy Divine, Necessary Luxury now under pressure to stay with Daisy Divine as they go through the turn. Still that break 2, Forest Uproar. Aquapazza relegates Francisca to last as they turn for home. Past the quarter pole with Daisy Divine in charge. Went 3 quarters in 1:13 4. She has a 6-length lead, and they're deep in the final furlong and a half, and Daisy Divine is still giving plenty. Forest Uproar now second, then Aquapazza, Francisca, and Necessary Luxury tailed off. It's Daisy Divine with an emphatic win over 4 rivals in the Blushing KD Handicap. Daisy Divine under wraps by 6. Forest Uproar second. That big break to Francisca, then Aquapazza and Necessary Luxury last of the 5.
And Brian Hernandez puts the favorite on the front and scores in as easy a victory in the afternoon as you're going to find, returning $2.40, winning by half a dozen over Forest Uproar, and Francesca finishes third in the 5th running of the Blushing KD. Up next, we're going to stay on the turf. The Buddy Berto 5-2, James Street.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Buddy Berto Memorial. Heavenville, here's Dubious Miss, even working for Hups, going out toward the front. And the 17-time winner, Strike Impact, and just inside that is James Street, Skyring, and Hotep as they come past the stands. So it's working for Hups, who leads under Leandro Gonsalves. Strike Impact up on the outside. Dubious Miss, Skyring, James Street 5th at the turn, then Heavenville, and Hotep running in 7th. Around the turn, working for Hups has the point. Working for Hups leads by a length and a half to Strike Impact in the quarter in 25 seconds flat. There's no pace on Working for Hups. Dubious Miss third with the rail. The outside is Skyring. We come back then to James Street in front of Heavenville, and Hotep remains last of all. Racing up the backstretch. Working for Hups dictates his own terms to Strike Impact. Dubious Miss right there with the rail. On the outside is Skyring, who's up with the pace too. And Heavenville, James Street 5 from the front, but now under 4 furlongs to go, and Hotep trails. 6 lengths from leader to last. In front, Working for Hups controls the clock through a half mile in 51 1/5 seconds. So Working for Hups it is with 3 furlongs to go. Working for Hups still flanked by Strike Impact. At the inside, Dubious Miss, Skyring within range. James Street is 5th at the quarter pole. Hotep on the far outside, Red Cap Gold Sleeves. Heavenville cut the corner into the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:16 4. Here comes Strike Impact. to take a short lead from working 4 hops. Dubious Smith switched out and charging now. Skyring Hotep on the far outside. Down to the final half furlong. Strike Impact on the outside is Dubious Smith. Strike Impact to John Bridgman. Strike Impact. Strike Impact to win the Buddy Delaberto Memorial from last to second Hotep. Third close between Skyring and Dubious Smith, then James Street.
But it is Strike Impact under Sean Bridgman recording the $19.40 upset victory in the Buddy Delaberto, with Hotep finishing second and Dubious Miss third. James Street, the 5-2 favorite, finishes fifth. Up next, 2-year-olds in the second running of the Sugar Bowl Stakes at 3-10 Tour Guide.
In the gate. Away and running in the Sugar Bowl Stakes. Arbiter broke well. They're Seeking Payday, who also broke sharply. And the big favorite Tour Guide right there, too, for Brian Hernandez Jr. Expect distinction on the outside. We come back to Brown Laddie. I've Struck a Nerve has dropped back to last. Seeking Payday from the rail just leads Tour Guide heading to the half-mile pole. First time blinkered Arbiter racing inside of Expect Distinction with under 4 furlongs to go. Still that break to Brown Laddie and I've Struck a Nerve. The quarter, 21 and 4/5 seconds. Seeking Payday driving the pace with 3 furlongs to go. Tour Guide right there poised to strike. And moving now on Seeking Payday as they go through the turn. Arbiter a close third with a white cap. Expect Distinction. I've Struck a Nerve now second to last. Brown Laddie trails as they come past the quarter pole. And Tour Guide has swooped down in front. Half mile 45 and 3. Top of the stretch. Tour Guide leads Seeking Payday. On the outside, I've Struck a Nerve getting those left-handers. And at the inside is Arbiter, then Brown Laddie. Into this final Fairgrounds furlong. And it's Tour Guide who's finding. Tour Guide 3 clear from I've Struck a Nerve, then Seeking Payday and Brown Laddie. Tour Guide, Brian Hernandez Jr.'s third of the day. Tour Guide at 1-5 and 1-11 and 1. I've Struck a Nerve second, Brown Laddie third, Seeking Payday fourth, then Arbiter, and Expect Distinction was last home.
And Brian Hernandez aboard another easy winner, winning by better than 3 lengths for Brett Calhoun. Tour Guide returns $2.60 for his victory in the Sugar Bowl. I've Struck a Nerve finishes second, and Brown Laddie third in the Sugar Bowl. Going to go back to the turf, but sprinting this time. 5.5 furlongs, the about distance in the Bonaparte Stakes. Chamberlain Bridge, 9-5.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Bonaparte. And China was real quick to break the line. China got the jump on them. Hollywood hit it at the inside, and the black cap pressing on through. And Cash Refund also wants in on the early action. Zeb is just off the speed. On the outside, Global Power has a good seat from 5th. Chamberlain Bridge 6th, and being driven up the inside by Jamie Theriault with just under 4 furlongs to go. Then we come back to Ready for More and Icon Ike trails. As they enter the turn, China leads at the inside. Pressed, though, by Cash Refund, who's now a neck to the good. China at the inside. Zeb is a wide third. Hollywood Hit running in 4th, coming toward the quarter pole. Global Power, Chamberlain Bridge, Ready for More. Icon Ike is last. They've turned the corner in the Bonaparte. A couple of furlongs to go. Cash Refund has battled to a short lead from China, who is staying on at the inside. China back in front. Cash Refund flattened. On the outside is Zeb. Far outside, Global Power. Icon Ike now with a late gain, too. Inside the final 16th. Here comes Icon Ike. Icon Ike closing fast on China as the winning line looms. China! China holds. Icon Ike, Global Power third, and Chamberlain Bridge finish fourth.
And in a gigantic upset here, China at better than 35-1 scores the $74.20 victory, going out for trainer John Good. Went to the front from an inside post position, looked to be in deep waters in the middle of the stretch, but not to be, as China holds off by a neck. Icon Ike with Global Power finishing third. Chamberlain Bridge off the board fourth at 9-5. And wrapping up the big afternoon of racing down at the fairgrounds, we have the Letellier Memorial at even money, Brotherhood Singer.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Letellier Memorial. Fighting More broke sharp along with My Daughter's Song, and nearest the inside here is Coastal Sunrise, who comes on through to vie for it too. Coastal Sunrise in an early battle with My Daughter's Song, and Coastal Sunrise the leader. Finding More is third after that very sharp start. Then on the outside, favored Brotherhood Singer now a clear fourth. Irish Lute is sixth from the front, and that duel out in front going past the half mile. Then Frank's Officer Gal, Assets of War trails. The quarter 21 and 4/5 seconds, a high octane pace as they enter the turn. My Daughter's Song has forged in front of Coastal Sunrise. Now Finding More comes up on the outside to raise the stakes, and Brotherhood Singer right there, and here she comes, closing into this fast pace too. Irish Lute now slides around Coastal Sunrise as they turn for home. Frank's Officer Gal and Assets of War was last into the stretch. Half mile 46 seconds flat, coming down to the final furlong. Finding More has emerged in front. Finding More in front of My Daughter's Song on the outside. Brotherhood Singer one-paced and switched out for the final 16th. Finding More is doing just that for John Jacinto. It's Finding More, and Finding More close to home from Irish Lute, then Brotherhood Singer. Finding More in the Letellier Memorial. Irish Lute second, Brotherhood Singer third, then My Daughter's Song, Assets of War, and Frank's Officer Gal.
Finding More finds more and returns $19 in the upset victory, with Irish Lute finishing second, and Brotherhood Singer checks in third as the even money favorite in the Letellier Memorial. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have action from Turfway Park and Laurel.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, CapitalOTB.com is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice. Hey race fans, head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, an amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to turn our attention to Turfway Park. Back on horses and courses. In the snow, we have the Holiday Cheer Stakes and Ingenue 2-1.
And they're off. For the lead, Alley's Reward from between horses with Just Sizzle and Latent Rush. Then up from the outside, Lose Angel. Down along the inside, Alley's Reward has ahead in front. From between horses, Latent Rush second ahead, Just Sizzle third. Yankee Union fourth by ahead, Lose Angel fifth. Then it's Big Albert and Bella's Fella. Gung Ho moves up from the rail, followed by Louisiana Man. Then it's a length back to Silver Summation and Ingenue, and a big gap to Midnight Medic, 22-1. For the quarter, well bunched. Latent Rush, Just Sizzle, Alley's Reward. Yankee Union now gains ground from fourth. Lose Angel is fifth. Louisiana Man moves up. Here comes Silver Summation. Gung Ho is also starting a late run from the inside. They're into the stretch. Yankee Union, Just Sizzle on the outside. Louisiana Man, Gung Ho up from the inside. Here's Louisiana Man to put ahead in front. Louisiana Man wins it by a head over Yankee Union, then Gung Ho, late run from Silver Summation.
Louisiana Man, though, scores the victory for Charlie Lepresti and Berto Arroyo, returning $17, and 40 cents, with Yankee Union finishing second and Gung Ho finishing third. The 2-1 favorite off the debut victory on the synthetic victory at Turfway Park, Ingenue finishes 8th in the snow in the Holiday Cheer. Couple stakes races to bring you from Laurel. First, backtracking to Saturday, December 22nd. We have the 38 Go-Go, Bold Affair, 2-5.
1 mile, 1 turn. Second wire, the second line. Lined up. And they're off. Had a clean break for What a Booty is going right to the front. Bold Affair now into stride and plums of the inside up close. 1.3 carats access to Charlie follows that with Great Pleasure. Miss Tiptoe and All About Hope is the last runner. What a Booty is up front. What a Booty is the leader from access to Charlie, the second spot. Down inside is Bold Affair, third, and just a length and a half from the front. 1.3 carats in the second flight in the clear. It's another 2 lengths back with Great Pleasure. Plum lingers about 6 off the lead. All About Hope and Ms. Tiptoe held up at the back of the pack, 7 lengths off of What a Booty. It's a fairly easy pace for What a Booty, leading at about a length from 1.3 carats in second. Access to Charlie is third, and Bold Affair still down inside there within 2 of the lead, with Great Pleasure now begins to sail up 3 wide in contention. Then it's Plum, who's got 6 to come, and All About Hope and Ms. Tiptoe last of them all. They're midway on the turn in the mile run. 1.3 carats going to the front from What a Booty second, as With Great Pleasure is in third. Bold Affair is now off the inside in between horses. She's got to quicken up, got plenty of room now to quicken through on the inside. They're at the top of the stretch, a quarter of a mile from the second wire. 1.3 carats from With Great Pleasure. Bold Affair is working hard down to the inside. She's third, just even paced. In the meantime, 1.3 carats has opened with 1 furlong left to go. 1.3 carats, Jeremy Rose looking for a riding triple, and he's got it in the 38 Go-Go Stakes to the second wire. 1.3 carats With Great Pleasure, then Bold Affair and access to Charlie.
1.3 carats, though. Jeremy Rose, Graham Motion, they score the $9.60 victory in the 38 Go-Go, with Great Pleasure finishing second, and Bold Affair at odds on checks in third. And on Saturday the 29th, on a muddy racetrack, they ran the Dave's Friend. This one's for Phil, coming out of the full highway, the 3-2 favorite.
Muddy track for the Dave's Friend Stakes. And they're off. Great start as Wolfcamp has asked for speed. Il Villano outside. Immortalize has that early zip, and this one's for Phil is involved too. Il Villano, fastest of that 4. Il Villano, this one's for Phil, and Wolfcamp in between horses, now going to be just out sprinted for the front. Immortalize back in 4th. Then it's Fiddler's a Fleet off the inside in 5th, 5.5 from the front. My Charming Clyde trailing the field. So Il Villano, and this one's for Phil, disputing a sharp pace on this muddy strip into the far turn, 3.5 furlongs out. Immortal Eyes is third, and Perch for a run. Wolfcamp is ridden in 4th. Fiddler's a Fleet is in 5th, and it's My Charming Clyde 6th and last. Coming toward the quarter pole and top of the stretch. Il Villano disposing of this one's for Phil suddenly. Wolfcamp on the outside. Immortal Eyes. Fiddler's a Fleet is now inside. 5.5 from the front and driven. Very wide out is My Charming Clyde. Il Villano's got the lead. Immortal Eyes in between horses battling hard. Then Wolfcamp is next. This one's for Phil. Has dropped back steadily, second last position, but it's Il Villano, the gray splashing away to victory. Il Villano, free of any mud on his coat today. Il Villano by 3.5 from Immortalized second, and Wolfcamp and Fiddler's a Fleet in 1:11, 1/5, making that muddy track look pretty fast.
Il Villano, second choice in the wagering, scores the victory under Ken Carmanuch, returning $6.40. Immortal Eyes finishes second. Wolfcamp third. The favorite, this one's for Phil, finishes last in the Dave's Friend. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, opening day at Santa Anita, +1 from the Big A.
Hey, race fans, head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, an amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Merrill with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTV.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTV.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTV.com, check it out now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and Wednesday the 26th, opening day at the prestigious Winter Spring Meet at Santa Anita, and once again, 2 Grade 1 stakes races, plus the Sir Beaufort on opening day. Up first, 3-year-old fillies going 7/8 in the La Brea. Odds on, My Miss Aurelia.
Goes in, gate closed, all set for the Grade 1 La Brea. And away they go. All came out well. On the inside, Natchez Dawn in the white blinkers kicks on to lead them, but Renee's Got Zip wants the lead, and Renee's Got Zip has ridden along now to ensure that she gets that lead. My Miss Aurelia settles in a great spot in third. Candrea's on the far side. Here's Mama Kimbo at the rail. Only 2.5, 3 lengths would cover those first 5. Then back to Book Review at the back of the leading group, and another gap of 4 back to Credit Card Roulette. Past the half mile they go, no breathers on the lead, 3 of them keeping the pressure on one another. Renee's Got Zip down at the rail. Natchez Dawn between them and My Miss Aurelia. Those 3 line up as they go into the far turn. Right behind them, Mama Kimbo's going to go 4 wide. Then we drop back 4 to Candrea, Book Review, and it's another 7 back to Credit Card Roulette. They are coming to the top of the lane. My Miss Aurelia goes on. My Miss Aurelia, Renee's Got Zip hanging tough at the rail. Natchez Dawn cannot go on. She's dropped out third. Book Review, Candrea. They come for home. Renee's Got Zip battles on tenaciously at the rail. My Miss Aurelia right up alongside. It's a thriller in the La Brea, coming with a late run. Book Review on the outside. Book Review's coming to get them all. Book Review, Renee's Got Zip, My Miss Aurelia. They're going to hit the wire together. So close. Book Review, Renee's Got Zip, My Miss Aurelia, Candrea a close fourth.
But Book Review, who sat off the early pace fighting, scores the victory for Bob Baffert, his 7th victory in the La Brea. Rafael Bejarano scores the neck victory, returning $11.60. Renee's Got Zip, who certainly does, the early pace setter, finishes 2nd. And My Miss Aurelia, trying to win an Eclipse Award, finishes 3rd as the 2-5 favorite. Approximately 30 minutes later, they went to the turf course for the 1-mile Sir Beaufort at 3-1 Battle Force.
Gate closed, all set. And away they go, all came out well. Along the inside, Press Baron, but they're lining up here. Big Bane Theory, Midnight Crooner's right there. Silentio from the outside gate goes to join them. Battle Force in the green cap tucked in right behind them. Smart Ellis in the white colours now taken back 3rd last. Fit to Rules on the inside of that. Conspiracy is last. 6 lengths would cover the lot. They go to the 3/4 pole, and Big Bane Theory at a sensible pace out here takes them along neatly, leads it by 1 length to Midnight Crooner. They've kicked now 3 clear, and the 3rd spot is Press Baron. In behind that we have Silentio in the 4th spot. Along the inside comes Battle Force, who's 4.5 off those leaders. Another 2.5 to Fit to Rule. On the far side we have Smart Ellis, and the trailer is Conspiracy. No change, they run past the half-mile pole in the Sir Beaufort. It's still Big Bane Theory at the rail. Gets a little pressure from Midnight Crooner. They go into the turn 2 lengths clear of Press Baron. Silentio's in the 4th position, and Battle Force tucked in at the rail 5th. Behind that comes Smart Ellis, who's 4.5 off the leaders. Starting to run on Conspiracy, and now Fit to Rule under a ride. Didn't fire today, he's dropped out. Top of the lane now, and Big Bane Theory along the inside. Midnight Crooner takes them on. On the outside of that, Silentio. Smart Ellis in the white cap on the outside. Silentio kicks on smartly though. A late run from Conspiracy as well, and also Battle Force suddenly wide open. Battle Force on the outside. Silentio down at the rail. Press Baron a close 3rd. They run to the wire. Silentio's going to win it, and Silentio won it. Silentio to Battle Force. Press Baron a close 3rd.
Silentio scores the victory, first time Rafael Bejarano, his 2nd stakes victory of the early meet at Santa Anita, as 2nd choice in the wagering for young Gary Mandela. They score the $8.40 victory on the good turf course at Santa Anita. Battle Force, the favorite, finishes 2nd with long shot Press Baron 3rd in the 13th running of the Sir Beaufort. Now time for 3-year-olds in Grade 1 action, 7 furlongs. The Malibu Stakes, shipping in the lumber guy 4-5.
Unbridled note goes straight in. Gate closed, all set for the Grade 1 Malibu. And away they go. Private Zone broke very fast, and Private Zone takes the lead. Basmati's taken a strong hold in second. The Lumber Guy keen too, and here comes the Lumber Guy now to get second. Jimmy Creed is right there at the rail in the fourth position as Unbridled's Note taken back to be fifth. Fed Biz is in the sixth spot, 4 lengths off these leaders, been followed then by Guilt Trip at the back of the leading group. Another 3.5 back comes Politically Correct, and Drill is last. Drill is 10 lengths off the lead. They run past the half-mile pole, and Private Zone at a fast pace out here. The Lumber Guys tracking in second. Jimmy Creed tucked in a good spot third, and Basmati's on the far side. They've been followed by Unbridled's Note in the fifth spot, 5 off these leaders. In behind that comes Guilt Trip now coming after the leaders. Fed Biz has lost ground. Drill is still 9 lengths off the leaders. Politically Correct is last. They're at the top of the lane now in the Malibu, and Private Zone hanging on to the lead. The Lumber Guys under a hard ride from second, Basmati, and now here's Jimmy Creed. And Jimmy Creed, orange cap, one from the inside. Unbridled's Note down the centre. Drill running on late, but it's Jimmy Creed with a 16th to go. And Jimmy Creed in a scintillating performance today. Jimmy Creed and Garrett Gomez take the Malibu stylishly. Big run from Private Zone in second, then Unbridled's Note, and Drill was running on for fourth.
Jimmy Creed for Richard Mandela and Garrett Gomez. They score the victory in the Malibu, returning $19.20. Private Zone, who tried to make every pole a winning one at 15-1, does hold on easily for second place, and Unbridled's Note checks in third. The favorite, the Lumber Guy, finishes 7th at odds on. Up next, originally scheduled for the turf but rained off the turf, now 6.5 furlongs on the dirt. The Daytona Stakes, capital account, 8-5.
And away they go. Comet to the top, hopped away very smartly from the inside gate, and Comet to the top, straight to the lead. On the far side, Ain't No Others going up to race a close second. Those two fly. They lead it by 3 lengths to Wilkinson, Capital Account, and on the inside is Clubhouse Ride. They run past the 5/8, and Comet to the top at the rail has the advantage. On the far side, Ain't No Other. They've cleared off to lead it by 4.5. Wilkinson in third, Clubhouse Ride down at the rail. Capital Account is last, 8 lengths off these leaders. Into the turn they go, and Comet to the top, being pressured throughout here by Ain't No Other. Those two still clear by 4. Then it's Wilkinson, Clubhouse Ride down at the rail, and Capital Account now sent along, has 8 to make up. They are coming to the quarter pole, and Comet to the top going on the inside. Comet to the top, kicks on for home. Ain't No Others on the far side. Capital Account's going to come wide out with his run. Clubhouse Ride on the inside. They are homeward bound, and Comet to the top's holding on. Comet to the top, Ain't No Other. Clubhouse Ride putting in a run on the inside. Comet to the top now, digging deep and finding more. Comet to the top, still in front as they come down to the wire. Comet to the top, going to go all the way. Comet to the top's taken the Daytona. Comet to the top to Clubhouse Ride, Ain't No Other. Capital Account and Wilkinson.
Comet to the top, the first non-restricted stakes victory since December 18th, 2010, when Comet to the top was on a winning streak, winning the cash call futurity. Edwin Maldonado aboard the victory as the co-favorite, returning $5.20 for Peter Miller. Clubhouse Ride finishes second as the longest shot in the 5-horse field. Ain't No Other finishes third. Capital Account, the actual 8-5 favorite, finishes fourth. Sunday afternoon on the turf at Santa Anita, Fillies and Bears going 9 furlongs in the Robert J. Frankel Stakes.
Goes in, gate closed, they're all set. Fields sent on their way. Hard to resist, broke smoothly towards the inside. Imperialistic Diva in the black cap away smartly too. Now here's Camellia Rose joining them down at the rail. On the outside of that, we have more Chocolate in the orange cap going up to join them as well. Tis Flirtatious going to be forced to go wide, but taking a nice hold, only 2.5 lengths off these leaders. Then comes Viva Per Lay. I Dazzle is taken back second last, and Carrabba the trailer, 6 lengths would cover the lot. Into the turn they go, and Imperialistic Diva, not in any hurry at all. Imperialistic Diva takes them along now, but going to be joined on the far side by more Chocolate, who's pretty keen to go on. Then it is Camellia Rose scraping paint in third. Here's Tis Flirtatious, very comfortable in fourth, 2 lengths off that leader. Down at the rail, Halo Dolly's in the white blinkers. Up alongside of that comes Hard to Resist. They are being followed by Vivo Perlay, travelling well enough, just 4 lengths off the leaders. Behind her comes I Dazzle, and last of all, Caraba. Still only 7 lengths covers the lot. They have a half-mile left to travel. Out on the lead, Imperialistic Diva. Up alongside, More Chocolate. Just in behind those comes Camellia Rose. Halo Dolly is right in there as well. Now it's Tis Flirtatious. Has to go 4 wide, but Tis Flirtatious comes to tackle the leaders. Hard to Resist is in with a shot right behind that. Vivo Perlay's on the far side, and then Caraba. They come into the top of the lane, Imperialistic Diva, but it's certainly a wall of horses coming to tackle now. On the outside, Halo Dolly in the white blinkers. Down the center, Caraba, Tis Flirtatious, they lining up. Tis Flirtatious, one from the outside, Caraba from dead last on the grandstand side. And it is Caraba. Caraba's gone right on by. And Caraba, perfectly handled by Julian Leperoux, takes the Robert Frankel. Caraba wins. Tis Flirtatious second, close for third.
And Caraba, who was last early and just looking to run, scores the comfortable 1 1/4 length victory under Julian Leperoux, his second choice in the wagering, returning $7.20 for the young Simon Callahan. The favorite, Tis Flirtatious, at 7 to 5, finishes second, and More Chocolate finishes third in this year's renewal of the Robert J. Frankel. And now we turn our attention to the Big A. After their week and a half off on December 26th, they ran the Alex M. Robb, a rarity in thoroughbred racing, 2 odds-on horses, but the 4 to 5 favorite, Saratoga Snacks.
And they're off. Social Saul from the rail. Now Saratoga Snacks moves up, and Saratoga Snacks takes the lead from Social Saul. Saginaw is on the outside. Then it's Swag Daddy and Idle American, the early trailer in fifth, as they head into the clubhouse turn. Saratoga Snacks with the lead over Saginaw, with Social Saul now back running in third. Saratoga Snacks shows the way here by a length over Saginaw. Then Social Saul in third, length and a half to Swag Daddy in fourth, and Idle American. And the first quarter was run in 24 2/5 seconds. Now Saginaw goes right up there to challenge Saratoga Snacks. Saratoga Snacks now gets clear again by 3/4 of a length over Saginaw. Break up 2 to Social Saul, another 2 to Swag Daddy, and Idle American. Saratoga Snacks with the lead by a length. Saginaw continues to press the pace in second, with Social Saul, Long Shot Racing in third, Swag Daddy, Idle American at the back, half mile in 49 1. The favorites are 1-2 as they go around the far turn. Saratoga Snacks by a long neck. Saginaw on the outside in second. Then Social Saul at the rail in third. Saginaw's gone to the whip there with Saratoga Snacks still in front. Saratoga Snacks now by 2. Saginaw on the outside of Social Saul as they come into the stretch. 3/4 in 1:14. It's Saratoga Snacks leading by almost 3. Social Saul a clear second. Saginaw has dropped back. It's Saratoga Snacks with the lead. Social Saul giving chase. Saratoga Snacks length and a half, and Saratoga Snacks wins the Alex M. Robb. Social Saul was second. Big break back to Saginaw in third.
And Saratoga Snacks scores the every polo winning one victory under Ramon Dominguez, also back from his injury. They returned $3.70 for Gary Siaka and August Dawn Farm. Social Saul, 27 to 1, longest shot in the field of 5, finishes second. And Saginaw, going for his 11th victory of the year on the NYRA circuit, finishes third as the second choice at 4 to 5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. We wish you a very Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time as we review stakes action from around the country.